good whenever you are.
Yep.
American Babylon, what is up? It is Brian Sanders coming right back at you. I'm standing here with Joaquin Castro, rising star of the Democratic Party, man from Texas. What's up? How are you?
I'm doing well.
What do you think?
Oh, this is great. It's great to see so many people out on a Saturday afternoon, basically, at base, caring enough to be here. So it's really special.
It is really special. It's unfortunate it's had to come to this point, It would have been great if a candidate was put forward who kind of inspired this across the board on the Democratic side, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of enthusiasm for Hillary, a lot of enthusiasm for Bernie, but they didn't necessarily sync up at any one point. One thing I did want to ask you about was SB 4.
Right.
It seems like Arizona and Texas are always competing for who can be the most draconian in terms of approaching these policies and the way they're going to enforce them.
Yeah.
What's your strategy to go ahead and make sure that doesn't get passed and doesn't start terrorizing the citizens of this great state?
Well, I've been speaking out about it. I spent 10 years here in the state legislature. Of course, now I'm in the Congress and between Texas and Washington, but I've spoken out that I think it's a bad idea. We shouldn't be turning our police into immigration officers. Also, the kinds of policies that bill would create, the kinds of practices, and the kinds of practices you see going on now with the Trump administration basically lead to dragnets, where not only undocumented folks are targeted, but also legal residents and even American citizens. You saw the other day there was a plane that went from San Francisco to New York. And when the plane landed in New York, a domestic flight, people had their documents checked, their papers checked. That's just unacceptable in our country. People from all over the political spectrum who believe in civil liberties and the dignity of the individual should be up in arms about that.
I think they are. I guess the next question I have going along with that is, I heard you say that a week ago it was the highest call volume that's ever been registered. I believe it was at the Senate or in the congressional office, U.S.
Right.
Congress. I have to tell you, I don't think that matters, and here's why. These people have coalesced around some ideas that are really only popular with a very small base. They're not, I don't think, politically savvy enough right now to turn away from that movement that they're trying to create. So those calls might plant some seeds that somehow down the road, along with a bunch of protests and etc. But are you of the same mind that calling is not enough, voting is not enough, demonstrating is not enough? It has to be the whole package.
It's certainly the whole package, but all of those are necessary parts. And Republicans and Democrats, when there's this kind of energy, it does stick in their minds when they're voting on legislation, when they're speaking up about legislation. So it does make a difference. You're right. Look, calling by itself is not going to solve everything, right? But it is part of it. That kind of activism does help bring about change.
Last question I have for you. I know you got to get out of here. Thank you for talking to American Babylon. I really appreciate it. Do you want to announce you're running for Ted Cruz's spot in 2 years right here on my show?
I'm going to take a little while longer.
Please do.
To make the decision.
No, please do announce.
Yeah. But I have said that Texans, as you can see, are hungry for a change. And it's not just Democrats, it's independents, and even some Republicans. They want a senator who's going to go to Washington and really work for Texas.
I think you're one of the good candidates to do that. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for talking to us. Have a good day. Thanks a lot, Joaquin.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Good luck. Do you have a card?